Linus Tech Tips. Everyone's most reliable tech advisor on YouTube, right? Wrong! Hey, my name's Ratherslack, and I wanted to talk a little bit about Linus Tech Tips. There's been some allegations and some other things floating around, and we're just going to talk briefly on it. Now, 2023's been a wave, let's say. It's been ups and downs all over. Just talking about YouTube specifically right now. No! There's been a lot of apology videos and just a lot of things going on in the YouTube environment this year.
The power of Christ compels you!
Oh, does it?
Now, currently, Linus Tech Tips is under some fire with some allegations, as well as some other, I guess, misconduct within the company. Now, Linus himself isn't really the bullet point for the allegations. I believe it's sexual misconduct / harassment and along those lines. I'm not going to name drop the person that has come out and spoken about these. I believe they have received most likely some hate because of this. Unfortunately, the bigger you are, and if anything goes wrong, there's still going to be people that are dick riders. They're just going to be there. You know, they're just going to...
I love you. Love you too.
Liar! They're going to back up the big corporation, the big entity, the big YouTuber, the big whoever, because they're super big fans. And that's not always a bad thing, but in certain circumstances it can be. So in this type of environment, I believe the person is receiving some backlash, unfortunately, for coming out with these allegations. Now, I don't know if anything's been proven true or not. Now, obviously, if everything is deemed false and has been investigated properly, then, you know, things may change. But again, at the same time, once an allegation comes out, that damage to the reputation to that company is dealt, whether or not it ends up being true or not. Now, the question isn't if it's true or not. We're going with the good old not innocent until proven guilty. So this hasn't dealt with Linus himself. He's just a figurehead to Linus Tech Tips itself. It's a huge company. They are massive. Some employees have stepped forward with speaking about other things that they don't like within the company, as well as some handling of how they do their reviews, documentation processes and stuff seem to be kind of poor. Now, with that being said, a lot of the issue comes with quality of their content. Myself, I like Linus Tech Tips. I like the videos. They were informative to tech. They were what I like to see. I use a computer every day.
What the heck is that?
Now, the issue with that is if you're going to do a review on a product, it can be your opinion on the product. But when you're as big as Linus is, you have a due diligence that is a little bit more than probably the tiny YouTuber, even myself to a degree. Now, you can come out with disclaimers and say, like, this is just our opinion, of course. This isn't a sole reflection of the end product. And, you know, there's different ways around it to be a little bit more authentic, or at least if you're getting a product and you have done nothing on it, but you just look at it and it doesn't work right, or you can't figure it out, is that the company's fault or is it yours? Is that user error? So he received a new type of cooling unit, a prototype from Billet Labs. Now, apparently, during the review video of this, Linus actually didn't use the prototype equipment properly. So it suffered errors. Yeah, Billet Labs wasn't too happy about this either. Now, if you're not going to use the product as it's intended, then you shouldn't review it if you're not using it as intended. If you're going to buy a blender and go make a fire with it, you probably shouldn't review it for blending if you went and made a fire with it. It just doesn't make any sense. It's pretty important, especially when your content is based around providing information to the general masses or general public and help them make a decision. It's going to affect their decision if they want to buy the product or not, right? I think that's huge. That can adversely affect something. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, Linus has tons of outlet within Linus Tech Tips. The WAN show, he has, oh my man, I'd have to look them up to get them all. Maybe I'll list them on the video here for you. But from what I've looked into, there's over 25 videos that they upload a week. That's not even accounting for any, like, I don't know every department in the company. I'm not that informed, but they have social media. Now, they have come forward, and Linus, I believe, has come forward and said that they are going to be doing something internally to reevaluate what's going on, and that is for their sexual misconduct and policies regarding that. Now, in my personal experience, inequality is everywhere, unfortunately. Even in companies that I have worked in the past. No one likes to be belittled or talked down to, and I've worked in machine shops and metal shops. I was a welder and fabricator. Those are another area in themselves. Just in the sense that metal shops are grungy. The people that work there, nothing against the people that work at metal shops or anything like that. But I'm sure if you've worked in one, you kind of know what the environment is like there. I'm not saying it's bad, but people are just like, hey, fuck you, man. You. It can be an environment that's not always inviting to people that aren't used to a more crass or crude conversation or type of environment. Not saying that's a bad thing. Those environments can be fun, but there's still a level or a line that you don't cross in the sand. And unfortunately, in most places I've worked at personally, and this is coming from my opinion as a 30-year-old white guy, I've seen a lot of inequality in all forms. But if you are in a position of power, people let that go to their heads. And I'm not pointing this at Linus or anything like that, but I swear there's a disconnect when people get to a certain level that they don't understand the common person anymore. And just the common person and what they struggle with, what a person struggle with just in general, you know? I'm no one of a high financial status at all. I am very low on that peg. But you know what? I don't think if anything ever changed for me financially, I don't think I would ever change as a person. But regardless, I'm going on a bit of a rant here. I just kind of wanted to look at the overall Linus thing. There's so much shit going on in 2023. Just on YouTube. I don't even want to talk about the shit going on outside of YouTube because it's nuts. And I almost want to be ignorant. I don't know what to do other than talk about it, but regardless, maybe that's a topic for another time. But yeah, the apology videos of 2023 are rough. They're also entertaining, unfortunately. Not the Linus one, but the Miranda Sings or Colleen Ballinger, whatever. Regardless, I'm not going to keep going on a tangent here, but hopefully if there's any more apology videos, we got 4 more months left of this year. If there's any more apology videos, hopefully they're not too bad or they're pretty funny. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun things. What do you guys think about the Linus thing? People love to put policies and all that shit in place, but it's all talk. People don't actually do things, and we need results. You need to treat people fairly. That goes for everyone out there. Be friendly. You never know what someone went through, and, you know, helping them have a little bit better day might just make their day. So be nice to your friends and neighbors. It's a rough world out there, and we need to be a little bit better to each other. So, you know, it's never too late to start. Anyways, once again, if you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun things. I'll see you guys next time, and bye! Sorry, I went on a tangent. My bad, but, yep.